There's a look at a capacity crowd that's been anxiously awaiting the start of this one. It's Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the Chicago Cubs and the New York Mets. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And remember now, this is only a 5-game series, so this is an elimination game. And I think that anytime a team's season is on the line, well, they've got to play with a sense of urgency. So I think that's exactly what we're going to see here.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 New York Mets.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. And now here's a look at Joe Maddon's lineup for the visiting Chicago Cubs. EK, any thoughts?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He had 3 hits and 3 RBIs in the last game. Look for him to continue being aggressive on pitches in the zone as he tries to carry over some of that success.
Bartolo Colon is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's still pitching effectively, even after all of these years. He's one of those guys that physically he doesn't still have the same attributes he did as a younger player. But what he's done, he's made up for it mentally. The way he approaches hitters, the way he goes after them. Still one of the better guys in all the game.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, when you're talking about guys at the hot corner, the best in the league, we're looking at one of them right here. Gold Glove Award winner last year. Has as soft a hands as anybody in the league.
Dexter Fowler strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m.
First pitch, 7:05.
Chopper right side of the infield. Duda's up with it. Flip to Colon covering, and it's in time for the putout.
And, you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. This guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spots, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88 mile an hour fastball, and he did it right there.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. No time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, and Lawrence is a good umpire. I've seen him get some stares from lefty hitters before on pitches away, but maybe only a handful of times.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Belted high and deep into right center. Cespedes going back. He gets there, and that's the second out.
I bet he's shaking his head saying that's a home run if we're back home. Not here, though.
Anthony Rizzo gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a chopper right side of the infield. Walker's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and his side is retired. Good work that time from Bartolo Colon. And now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, I think you still have to look out for David Wright. Does a lot of things right at the plate. Takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
Jason Hamill will be on the mound for Game 4. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a fourth or fifth starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Dexter Fowler, one of those long, lanky outfielders with those great strides that can cover ground, does a great job of running down balls, has a good throwing arm, and basically just a reliable outfielder.
David Wright is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Hamill into the wind. Here's the 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And this is taken in by Fowler for the first out.
Batting second baseman,
Neil Walker will get his first opportunity here in Game 4, and you'd have to say he's been a non-factor here these first 3 games.
And if they're going to have any chance of moving on, he's going to have to step up his game. They need him to help anchor this attack, and he's been absent so far.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Russell ranging into the outfield. 2 down.
batting third.
So with 2 gone now, here's a look at our playoff brackets. And the winner here will earn a date with the Washington Nationals to decide this year's National League crown. Yoenis Cespedes will stand in, and this pitching staff has kept his bat silent throughout the series so far.
Yeah, just 2 hits for him so far, but you got to figure he's due. I don't think they're going to hold him down all series long.
2 out, nobody on. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
That's a good spot for that fastball.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets turned away here in the first. We'll head to the second at Citi Field. 0-0 here on the show. Jorge Soler makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Soler.
Colon into his motion. First pitch on the way. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. That one's in there, 3-1. On the ground to third. Gloved by Wright. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Good job out there on the mound. Down in the count, 3-0 to start this inning. He comes back to retire the guy on a ground ball.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. And that misses for ball one. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Well, one of the real strengths of his game is that he's not going to go after a whole lot of bad pitches out of the strike zone. So he's a guy that's going to make you earn it by only swinging at strikes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. That's in there. 3-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Cespedes on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
And sometimes when you're just getting rolling here in a ball game, you've got a 3-ball count. Hey, go ahead and lay one in there. Make him prove to you that he can beat you. This winds up a pretty routine fly ball.
Jason Hayward is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Lucas Duda will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just one game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Into the windup and the pitch. Into the seats, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. Addison Russell will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Goodness. 0-2 now.
You know, the big key to throwing the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
This is line to left, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Throw back to first by Colon, and he'll get back in safely.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Stepping in now, Wilson Contreras, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Colon pauses. Here's the 1-0. Boy, in a Reagan-era fastball that time, mid-80s, but it's called strike one.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
Ready on 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
So this is pulled in by the shortstop. On to first, the double play.
They always tell you, freeze on a line drive, but that's easier said than done. And here, they catch this guy going the wrong way and easily double him up.
Standing in now, Jason Hamill. As he'll take a look at ball one. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Cubs are down quietly. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Curtis Granderson will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this will land foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 5 straight strikeouts now, and there's 1 gone.
And he's feeling it out there now. I mean, that is 5 straight guys that he struck out now. His defenders may as well come on into the dugout and take a break because they're not even needed out there now.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And now a swing and a miss by Cabrera as he falls behind no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Ready with the 0-2. And he'll continue this roll he's on. Make it 6 strikeouts in a row. Gracious, 2 away.
Yeah, both these 2 starters are matching each other in the early innings, stride for stride. He's an out away now from a 1-2-3 bottom of the third.
Bartolo Colon will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Dexter Fowler will be the one to lead it off when we come back. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. And there is Dexter Fowler. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
He'll put it away without much trouble, and the leadoff man is retired here in the fourth. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see there both guys getting it up into the 90s, 92 and 94 respectively. Cologne sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here's the 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Now here's a swing and a high pop-up drifting into shallow right field. There to play it is Walker, and there are 2 gone now.
First baseman number 40.
Here's that swing again. This is in show motion, and you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. David Wright will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. And it looks like that'll put him into the hit column here, as this is into left field, a base hit.
Now batting. Second baseman.
Stepping in, Neil Walker. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And a ball, 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Please, Hamill, don't hurt him.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, right now he is just carving them up, dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey. That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
Yoenis Cespedes comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
Safe to say, guys don't care much for that location. That'll get you riled up the plate, no doubt.
And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Full count, here it comes. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Lucas Duda is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. A pause, and the 0-2. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Game 4 rolls along. We're back after this. Jorge Soler will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Colon gets the sign. Here he comes 0-1. Hit down the third base line. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, one away.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. Starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Now to the plate, Jason Hayward. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. On the ground to the right side. Gloved by Walker. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Halfway home, still no score. Travis d'Arnaud comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball in there for a called strike. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And a throw on by Zobrist gets him at first for out number 1. Michael Conforto comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. The 0-2 home. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. He keeps throwing the way he is. He can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
Curtis Granderson will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. Just a touch outside. 1-2.
All right, so he sort of wasted one up right there. Now I think we'll see a breaking ball down in the zone, trying to get him to swing and miss.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Sixth inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Addison Russell will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the sixth.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Swing and a line drive, but this will be foul. Cologne's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Nope.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Wilson Contreras will dig in. 0-for-1 here in this one. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the sixth inning. Jason Hamill in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here. 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
Yeah, and guys, there's a look at his line through the first few innings. Pretty dominant so far. Just the second hit he's allowed tonight, and the first one didn't wind up hurting him at all. So we'll see if he can get out of this inning as well.
Dexter Fowler is in for the third time as he looks at a ball high. It's 1-0.
He did not like that one bit. Now, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Cubs. We are still scoreless. As Drupal Cabrera gets things started here in the sixth for the hometown team.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Fowler is there to take it, and they're able to take care of Cabrera on just a single pitch. Bartolo Colon in now, popped out in his first trip. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Yeah, he's getting some good run on that two-seamer. It's moving better than it was even a few innings ago.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
Yeah, a good pitch there as he gets the pop out on the fastball as we take a look at his pitch breakdown so far.
David Wright will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Mets, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Chris Bryant will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings. And this guy's had his way with him so far, so maybe this is the way to change things up. Maybe go into attack mode up there. Kind of get the sense that they've been a little too passive, so this is a nice first pitch single.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Conforto moves over. He's got it 1 away. Jorge Soler will stand in again. A couple of ground outs for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one here.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. He's running towards second. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Oh, that's a big at-bat right there. He gets a good pitch that he can handle, and boy, does he put a charge into this one. And that's going to wind up plating the go-ahead run as he's into second base with an RBI double.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Looking to keep this a 1-run game too high. And it's 3-0. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producers swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
And that'll get down in front of Granderson for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
And things are starting to change for the worse out there. Now, this is a guy who hadn't given up a run until earlier this inning, and now all of a sudden he's having a hard time getting anybody out. Looks to me like he's hit the wall out there.
Well, now here comes the Mets manager Terry Collins on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move here. That'll do it for Bartolo Colon tonight. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Henry Mejia will come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th. Jason Hayward will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Mejia sets. Here's the 0-1. Runners breaking for the plate. And the squeeze was on, but this one will get foul. Smoke toward the hole. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
And that could turn out to be a very big insurance run right there. That makes this a 2-run game now. And the way their starter's pitching, he may not wind up even needing it. But at least it gives him a little bit of a cushion out there.
Addison Russell stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 count. Here it is. Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be two? To Walker for one. Back to first, and a great stretch there may be the difference. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more of Game 4 on the show after this. Neil Walker will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time.
Neil Walker.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here it comes, 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Right. It's the seventh inning. It looks like he's just jumped into the ballgame. A strikeout to start things, and now an 0-2 count.
And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball one. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game.
And here's a look at his pitches by inning so far. He's up to 82 now, so he's been able to keep that count fairly low and not run up too many high-stress innings.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Soler will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Wilson Contreras comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you've got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout. Quickly one away.
The pitcher, number 39.
Well, it's been a game of starting pitching so far, as on cue we give you a look at our starter comparison for these two guys in our 2-0 ball game. Jason Hamill will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, his fastball is looking pretty lively right now.
Drilled right back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
But he is ready. Here comes the first pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Pulling it in out there is Cespedes, and there are 2 gone now. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Chris Bryant gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. The 0-1 pitch. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They're up 2-0. Leading off the inning, Travis d'Arnaud, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Tap foul at home plate. 0-1, here it comes. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
The 1-2 pitch. Now here's a swing by d'Arnaud, and a ball driven well out to deep right field. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, it's a good battle to start this inning. That's what you like to see when you've got a guy out there that's getting up there in the pitch count.
Still 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second, and it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. Now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Michael Conforto is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
Going for his 15th strikeout. Smoked on the ground left side, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. You can see on the graphic right here that total's starting to get up there now, so we may be getting just a little bit tired.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And that's going to be all for Jason Hamill. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score.
Your attention, please.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here.
Chapman.
And he pops up the bunt attempt. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. And they'll ask him to bunt off the bench as he puts this one down. And he is in there. Danny Muno will come on now and pinch run here. Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in now in one of the bigger at-bats of the ballgame to this point, as he'll do so with the bases loaded.
and that key hit still hasn't shown up yet. Liking it.
On to first, and it's a double play, though that first run of the ball game is across to score.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy. You've got a double play with the bases loaded and nobody out. They do get one run here, but it comes at a pretty hefty price.
Juan Lagares will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Now, he might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat, it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Trying to hold the lead. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball one. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. We're through 8 full here in Game 4. Cubs lead it 2-1. A beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back for the 9th. Alejandro De Aza will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 16,
Jonathan Neese come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Jay Bruce is also into the ball game as he'll assume duties in left field. Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the 9th.
Yeah, real good extension on the swing that time as he goes out and gets that ball. You'll see the right fielder's got no shot at this one as it's over his head and one hops the wall out there. That's going to allow him to coast into second with an easy double.
In is Jorge Soler as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And this is a big spot here in this ball game. You've got to be able to move that guy up 90 feet. It's a must in this situation.
Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. Duda is up with it, and he'll flip it back to the second baseman covering. Scored 3-4 on the sacrifice, but meanwhile that runner moves up 90 feet to third with one away.
Well, I think this is going to wind up working pretty much like a sacrifice, but I don't think that's what he had in mind. This wasn't a show early and make sure you get it down kind of a bunt. He was trying to beat that one out, but a good throw is going to take care of him.
This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike one. And he lays off for ball one. Hit the other way out toward right field. De Aza's under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. And a relay home, and he is out at the plate. Trying to extend the lead to 2. Instead, he's cut down, and the inning is over. One hit in the inning, but no one left. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. The Cubbies are in front, 2-1. David Wright will be the one to start things off with his guys in need of a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 5. And a high strike there, 0-1. This man out for his 2nd inning of work. Did a nice job getting them 1, 2, 3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
Chapman's ready. 0-2 pitch on its way. And a good 0-2 pitch there, but Wright able to lay off to make it a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
Remember now, Chapman's a guy that hit 105 back in his rookie year. I mean, I don't know what exactly it is that makes him throw the ball so hard, but whatever it is, he is really exciting to watch.
Here's Neil Walker. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
One out, nobody on. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. That misses 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
That's now 3 straight strikeouts going back to last inning. Whatever he's throwing, it's working up there.
Yoenis Cespedes will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Outfield in the no doubles defense, now the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Line drive to center field. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon.
Yeah, tying runs on base now with 2 outs, and who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
Lucas Duda comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Oh, and that one slung through the strike zone that time at 98, 0-1. And this is cut on and missed, so the Mets are down to their final strike now.
Straight smoke right there. Both pitches in the upper 90s.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And the Cubs are one step closer. They're going to the National League Championship Series.
Well, that's a pretty good celebration going on down there on the field, but they know that they have a lot of work left to do, and they'll start thinking about it all over again here in a couple of days when they play in the NLCS.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Division Series on MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago.